Here we are, back at it again. Oh my God, I wasn't supposed to do that. There's this sign that says, please don't pound on the table. And we just tend to do that, like, of nature. What am I supposed to do?
Did you guys miss us?
I know they missed us. Did you miss us?
I missed you.
I missed you too. We're back at Fashion Hour TV, and your girl Marlena Garcia is in the cut with Liya K Productions. And we are here to talk about Fashion Hour TV. And what does that entail? Well, we had a lot going on this year, not just as an individual, but as a team, as a group. And we really want to jump right in as the summer season is at its Wicks peak. And we don't want to see summer go. But this is why one of our events that we did do was to open up the summer season, and that was SwimBoston.
Mm-hmm.
So for SwimBoston, why we even did SwimBoston was to uplift, to bring positive energy, body positivity, and self-love. I'm on that self-love journey. I don't know about you.
I'm on that too. I need that self-love, that body positivity as I'm like losing weight, gaining weight. I gotta stay consistent with how I feel.
Yeah, and I completely agree. There's just this atmosphere when it comes to being in New England. We love the summer and we want to stay in the summer so bad. But then this is why we also did an event to also recognize the summer feeling, the community, unity, just making sure as for models, designers, in a bigger picture platform, we love doing events. And
we had a hard winter, okay? It was a horrible winter.
Oh my God.
This is a winter that we haven't seen in a really long time. So when it's summertime, we want to maximize our summer, enjoy the summer, highlight our designers that are doing swimsuit, and just highlight that we do have summer in Boston, because sometimes it feels like we don't. So it's really exciting to talk a little bit about how it went for us. And we have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. We're going to showcase one of our models and one of our team members. So we're really excited to give you guys a look at what we've been up to.
Yeah, and as far as that, talking about SwimBoston, there's some photos that we want to at least put out there. I just started posting about SwimBoston. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes. And, you know, when you're a business owner, you happen to be the curator, the poster, the marketer, the promoter, the organizer, the logistics, the reinforcer. So
you're the assistant, you're the front of house, back of house. So
what can you do?
Be patient with us.
Yes. And this is why we also did Fashion Hour TV, to bring in SwimBoston, of course, but also highlight the people that we had for SwimBoston. So the photos, that would be awesome. Oh, awesome. I didn't want to do individual people and individual outfits. So this was Vava's line.
Yes.
Vava Zari.
So good.
We had a bunch of great models, upcoming models, veterans, and we wanted to highlight them as a group setting. So thank you for Vava Zari being part of the show for SwimBoston 2026. We can go to the next picture. Now we have Michaela Designs.
Crochet all day.
Right?
Love, love, love. I feel like people never think that they can wear crochet to the beach, but you can. Look at all the designs that she put together, and a lot of the time she makes new things just for our show. So shout out to Michaela, because you can wear crochet to the beach, to the pool, and her stuff looks amazing.
Yes, and I love how there's just one boy. One boy, Jonah.
Oh, hey Jonah.
Too bad you can't see his outfit. Just check out our Instagram page for SwimBoston, and you'll definitely see him on there posted with Michaela Designs.
Yes.
Thank you, Michaela Designs, for showing up for SwimBoston 2026.
Yeah, and I love how most of the designers got a chance to speak with you, live in front of the audience, got to share a little bit about their story, their journey, what motivates them to be designers. And I think they were really excited about having that opportunity, because they don't always get a chance to tell the audience in the room who they are and why they do what they do. So that was a nice additional touch that we got to provide for the designers.
Oh, you are spot on. Next slide.
Ooh, the one and only.
You know what I'm saying?
Art from the heart.
She makes her own shoes. She makes her own hat.
Basketball. Where's the basketball?
We didn't have a basketball.
It was there, though.
If someone has it. Lenny definitely had that basketball.
Basketball, hats. She makes
Shoes.
henna style. She does henna. She was doing
Yes,
henna for us that
exactly.
day. So she is so talented, and her creativity has no end. She makes a little bit of everything, and her energy, her style, her designs. We love you, Jeannie.
Yes.
You are the best.
And a little bit backstory about Jeannie. She used to be a broadcast host and a reporter. So
It used to be a little bit of everything.
really,
I think there's a lot.
and now she does ear care. I don't know
Yeah.
how do you say ear care? What type of?
I'm not sure what her exact title is, but she does work in that setting. But she does a lot.
For hearing aids.
I think
It's
she
for
was on
hearing
reality
aids.
TV. Like, her list goes on and on and on. So it's very impressive. And that's why networking is so important. You don't know who's actually in the room. If somebody's a designer, that doesn't mean that's all they are.
Right.
So it's really important to talk to the people you're in the room with.
Exactly. So for Jeannie and Michaela, is Jeannie in BOGO Split now?
Yeah, she's in
Is
Split.
Michaela also in BOGO Split?
Yes.
Awesome. So both of them are also in BOGO Split. And this is why we give designers a platform, because we understand when it comes to marketing, they may not know how to market. They don't understand maybe the internet. They just love to create. And the least thing they want to worry about is to also
The
promote.
business side of their creativity.
The admin.
The admin, exactly.
So thank you, Jeannie D'Amico, for showing at SwimBoston 2026.
And doing henna for the guests.
Yes,
I
and being
loved
one of
it.
our sponsors, doing henna. Now, we actually were backstage understanding how we were going to say this name, but I feel like is Vezo Lifestyle.
I think it's Vizo.
Vizo?
Yes.
Vizo. I'm so sorry, my friend, if I am saying it incorrectly. However, your designs are poppin'. He wasn't in this shot, but as you can tell, all his looks are amazing as an individual and as a group. Like, look at this group of models. They just look so good. We wanted to bring diversity as well for our model group. We didn't want to just stay. This is one thing about SwimBoston. It's self-love, body positivity, but it's a little bit of everything. So the diversity, the inclusivity is definitely there, and we wanted to keep that. We have veteran models, we have upcoming models. So the focus is still keeping the balance of who's in the room and who's still staying in the room, who's coming in, and who just wants to stay and just leave. Like, no, come and go. Yeah.
And for those designs, I think people bought off a model. Like, a couple of people sold right off the spot because these designs are so unique. Yeah, we see swimwear. There's like a look to swimwear that you assume, but his stuff is so unique. I'm completely obsessed with the way that he does his modeling, his menswear, his women's wear. Like, it's just so, like, look at the one that Cassie's wearing and the one Shauna on the left.
You know what I'm saying?
On the left side.
She's wearing white and she's wearing black.
The cuts of those designs, everything about them, I kept telling him, like, I am obsessed. Like, he knows what he's doing.
He really
Even
did.
outside of his swimwear, I do love what he brings to the
And
table.
he didn't only show for our show. He showed for a couple shows this year.
Yes.
One of them was Mass Fashion Week, SwimBoston, and he just did Junio's Ala. Is that how you say it? ALLAH?
Oh, Juno.
Juno,
Yeah.
Yeah,
First time
at
I
the
got
Grand.
to work with him was actually like maybe 2 years ago. We did an art museum show together. So that's when I first met him. But I'm just always impressed about his growth and how his stuff looks.
Exactly. And he probably showed at other shows, but those are like the three major ones that I do know. And, that's the whole point why designers are out in this field. They want to be busy, booked, and doing a bunch of stuff and knowing.
And making sales. Let's never forget. Their whole goal is
She said it.
To make sales and for the models to help them sell their products,
Exactly. Love that, Liya. Thank you for adding that. I definitely want to go into the comments.
Let's go to Mav Life real quick.
Joseph Safari, he said,
hey.
Awesome job. You both are wonderful people to work with. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joseph. We're going to be talking about the Model Summit soon, so keep watching. But yes, what we were talking about.
Mav Life. Mav
So
Life.
Mav
He's
Life,
also on BOGO Split.
he
He's actually
is
a
also
veteran of BOGO Split.
how long?
Forever, since like the beginning of time, I would say. Since the start of BOGO Split, he's
actually been a really great supporter. He's been in the Boston scene forever. He's at Fenway as a DJ. So if you know about Mav Life clothing, you got to know that he's into everything. He's a promoter, he's a DJ, he's a marketer, he's a designer.
He's a husband, he's a dad.
He's a dad, he's a husband. What else? What else am I missing?
I mean, he's like we said, our designers are a little bit of
everything.
everything.
And he sings. He sings too.
He's an artist.
He's an artist as well, and he makes music videos. Yeah. So yeah, we love Mad Life. Yes, I love Mad Life. Mav Life, and that's his wife.
Yes, that's his wife. She does everything with him. They make the best team ever, and we love working with them. You guys can see they have a mixture of streetwear. We ended the night with a little bit of streetwear and kind of bathing suits, but things you can also wear out in the summertime. So
yes,
you can see a combination. Ruby on the far left is wearing all black. It's a very unique piece of a bodysuit / cape, which I really loved. And I love the men's jackets too, the long jackets that Lee and Alonzo are wearing. So I love these looks. I was really impressed by all of our designers.
Yes, exactly. And that's why, and I love that you just touched on that. We don't only do swimwear. We love to do, luxury wear with swimwear we wanted to actually do more sports wear too. So like maybe some golf, who knows, like some things are in the works for that. But streetwear was one of them, because when you're in the summer and you're out at nighttime roaming around or just like in the nightlife, you like to wear some basketball shorts or some, jean jackets, exactly. Right? He also makes leather jackets.
He makes a little bit of everything. Yeah, leather jackets, jean jackets, pants, of all sizes too. Very diverse in sizing. So from small to large to extra larges, he has a little bit of something for everyone. Super. He can make custom stuff for you guys, even though he's
and he has purses.
Yep, he has the cutest purses.
I love his Celtics purse,
for example. Yeah,
we didn't have that shot, but one of the models did wear his Celtics purse.
Little purse, yeah.
I loved it so much. So if you're wondering where to get any of these designers, obviously check them out on our SwimBoston Instagram page or go to BOGO Split.
Yes, most of the designers are there, or at least have been there, so you can shop online for them as well.
Exactly. However, we're not done with those photos. Oh, and this is just another set of the same group. Oh, we're talking about the purse.
Oh, where is it?
She's wearing Madeline is wearing.
Oh, we see it in the back.
Yep, you see the purse.
You can see the white purse with the green Celtic sign. So this is more Mav Life. Everything Mav Life here.
Yeah, he definitely had some swimwear in there too. Awesome. This is one of our glasses wear accessories designer. So she is my optic on main, and obviously she wasn't on the backdrop, but some of her glasses were paired up with the designers.
Yes.
So actually she was a sponsor too. So she was on the backdrop, on the step and repeat. However, she wasn't in a group photo. So this is definitely a great individual shot of her, us interviewing her, asking about how did she get into the industry, what is it like for her being in the industry, and being a part of the crew for SwimBoston. So I was really excited to interview her, talk to her in front of everyone, give her a spotlight moment, and just hone in on her. So thank you, my optic on main.
Yes, I wanted to say one thing before we get to hair and makeup.
Yeah.
I just loved how she was so flexible and adaptable to us backstage. I was able to pair her with Viso Lifestyle, but also with multiple other designers.
Love that.
And she was very flexible and accommodating to us, and really just open to whatever we were wanting to do. And I love working with people that work like that. They're not so structured in the spaces that they want to be in, and they're not telling us like, sorry, I can't do it this way. So I really appreciate how she worked with us. I love that she had a moment to walk by herself, and I look forward to working with her again and again, because I love that type of teammate that's like, how can I help? How can I make this better with you guys?
Yeah, one thing about being a creative director, Liya, is that we want to have that free range. We want to have the freedom of just understanding what it means to we have some interns in the building. Thank you.
I forgot that you switched seats and everything. So
all
that's
good.
my bad.
All good.
I got my
That's what
little
it means being
cameo in there, though,
flexible.
didn't
Yes,
I?
you did.
You know, it's all it means being flexible. So thank you for giving
basically
a
that was
great
an example.
demonstration.
Yeah.
It was all last minute, too. So.
Yes.
All
That was
good,
a
all
perfect
good.
example.
However, we need that. And especially when you're part of something that you're first coming into or you don't understand who's running it, you got to really integrate yourself and go in the weeds a little bit and just like run with the sharks.
Exactly.
Because sometimes people are just going to do what they want and that's okay. But if you see something different and you feel like you can be supported in what you're talking about and not like, no, not a lot of productions are like that, but I appreciate bringing people along to give me like, hey, Marlena, what about this suggestion? If it makes sense, it makes sense.
And if it doesn't make sense, I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to let you know what I'm saying? But if it makes sense, I'm okay with just being like, okay, show me how you want to do it. Let me see. And if we got to twist and turn, we're going to do that. And I love that you just mentioned how it would be like if a designer's coming in and just doing that.
Especially accessories designer. That flexibility is everything for a show like that.
Facts. Let's go into the glam team. Thank you for our glam team. Heather is working with a school and Paul Mitchell School, and she brought some of her interns or beauty team that's part of beauty. I'm sorry, because she used to work with another team and it was another name, so I don't want to get that mixed up. But however, Heather is the one with the bun. So thank you, Heather, for being a sponsor and
you guys killed it.
They sure do.
You guys did an amazing job
every year.
You guys knew, the skin tones, everything with the makeup. You guys even did my makeup, and I loved it. So we want to give you guys a huge shout out. We can never do these type of shows without beauty team like yours. So
yes,
thank you guys.
And this is not her first rodeo with us. So she's been with us, and we love loyalty. So thank you, Heather, for being you and being part of the team forever.
Forever and ever.
Ever, ever. Now
my makeup though, see, you guys can see she did that. You can see
Liya looks like she just walked out of a painting. Like
Heather did that.
She did that. However, this is backstage. Okay, this is what it looks like backstage. I wanted a photographer to capture the moments in real time. What is going on? It does look great when a person is looking on the outside at the event, looking at the photo for a model being on the runway and the crowd sitting. But this is the nitty gritty. That photo, can we go back to that photo, please? That photo just says it all. Having conversation, teamwork, Liya having papers in her hand, Rachel having, I told them to dress up too, and they dressed the part. I love that. Mindy as well. This is her first year with SwimBoston, but this is her second year with the crew. So, and Rachel's, this is her first time with the crew. So when I first met these ladies, it was all about how can I help? And this is exactly what it looks like. Helping. What do you need? What can I do? And as you can tell, there's models helping each other in the back. There's a model you can't see because Mindy is with the pink dress. She's in the way. However, there's a model helping out another model in the back. So we love teamwork. We love helping each other and just making sure the bigger picture comes together.
Yes, I want to give a shout out to Rachel and Mindy because they were holding it down. They took all the directions. They understood all the assignments. They knew when there was a fire, we put it out together. And I love working with a team like that. So
and
shout
Sophia,
out to everybody that was working with us. You guys did an amazing job backstage.
Thank you. This was one of the tokens that we had for SwimBoston. So this is the seashell activation table where I wanted people to rate a little note, something positive on the seashell. This was curated through Nouveau Networking, and Nouveau Networking curates, uplifting vibes. So whether that's a note, whether that's mindset vibes, whether that's just making sure someone understands what it means to be in a space So I that was very intentional, and I still have the seashells with the little notes. So I didn't bring them. That's all right. But
next show, we want to see what people.
That was something, a little token for everyone to have.
Oh, I didn't get to make mine.
No worries. I'll give you one.
Okay, good.
And this is Stefania. She's also been part of the crew for 3 years this year. And she was our check-in. So she would give someone a Lay's. You know, they would get their wristband, check-in from your ticket code, and then you on your way for the experience. So thank you, Stefania, for being part of the team.
Thank you.
This was one of our artists. His name is Solo. He was actually in Edmundo Boston studio with us before we had SwimBoston. So he was in VIP and he also performed. So thank you, Solo, for being part of the show. We also have Bam, the drummer. This is his 3rd year with the crew. So thank you, Bam, for being loyal and just being a team player.
Well, if you go back one more picture, I want to give a shout out to Mav's mom. Mav's mom.
Oh, really?
To support. Go to the next one with
from Solo performing
with the performer. Yeah, the woman in the green dress. That's Mav Life Code. The one with the light green dress with the glasses.
Yeah. So Connie. Yep. So Connie's on the left, and then Mav's Life's mom is on the right.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Love that. And this is the crew. So this is the crew. Obviously, I have my 2 right women on because, you know, they've been part of the show, Liya and Stefania, for quite a while. And then it goes Mindy with the pink, Rachel with the floral white, and then Sophia on the end with the white, and then Women in Nightlife, Stephanie. So this is the crew, guys. This is what it was like during the whole show. Shouting them out. I do want to shout out some sponsors. So the Boston Harbor Distillery, Heather Schofield, Livingstone Wellness, Jamor Beauty, Final Floral Touch. If I'm saying it correctly, I hope I'm saying that correctly. What else? BOGO Split, Performer Radio and Television. I know there's more. Boston Fashion Awards, Liya K Productions. So that photo solidifies what it was. It doesn't happen with one person. Too bad we didn't have Michael in that photo. He was like 10 people that day. Mm-hmm. However, he is the heart of this event. So thank you, Michael Zotos, for being who you are and
you're welcome.
What you're doing for the community.
Hold on one second. Let me. Okay, no, I was just gonna say I don't have one with just you 2 in there, but it's okay.
All good.
Yeah, a screen because I had to change the screens, but yeah, I mean it's a tough job, but we like to give back to the community, and that's our summer give back to the community. Yeah. And then we have our fall give back to the community, which is even bigger, right? But actually we had something in between too, right?
Yes. So I did butcher a name for one of our sponsors, and I want to go back. Final Touch Florals.
Okay.
She was part of the experience where when Stefania checked you in, gave you a Lay's, gave you the wristband, made sure you got your ticket, was all good. You got a returning to self affirmation flower. So on the flower, it had an affirmation, and it was a token for you, like to uplift you before you came into the event. So I wanted that to be solidified as well with the activation seashells. And then you go to the backdrop, our photo booth. You made sure you got a drink, or if you didn't drink, some water. And then you took your seat to get prepared for the final show. So it took a lot of creative directing, of course, and ideas and what fit and what didn't fit, especially since we had a lot of limits. So we wanted to make sure we had some goodies, especially when it came to VIP. VIP got goodie bags as well. So,
and I wanted to add back to like the flexibility, creative direction, all of that. We were able to add a singer that was just a volunteer at our event. So I met one of the volunteers in the bathroom, and she shared she could sing. She auditioned for me in the bathroom.
Oh my goodness! Thank you for reminding me.
Then we shared. I shared that with Marlena, and then at some point, she was able to sing live, and she didn't come prepared to do that, but just because we had a conversation and because we do have a flexible type of show, she was able to show her talent to the guests and to everybody that was there. So that was really exciting.
Hannah Julia. So Hannah Julia, she was actually one of our sponsors, and she's like, you know what, Liya, I sing. And Liya's like, Marlena, she sings. And I was like, show me right now.
Yeah, she was auditioning for me in the bathroom. I think I just asked her. I don't know how it came about. But I was like, wait, you can sing? Let me hear it.
Yeah.
So that was really
And
exciting.
I love that so much. So
and she got to sing. She got an encore, and she sang at least 2 songs.
She sang 2 songs, and it was phenomenal to just see what that was like. So thank you,
Hey,
Hannah
we got a shout out for Kenny. Says sending love and gratitude.
Oh,
I'm sure that's
you,
for
Kenny.
you too, not for me,
Kenny.
but that's okay.
Thank you so much, Kenny.
All right.
That's
We're going to
definitely
talk
for
about the
you.
next event?
Yes.
I'm getting excited. Come on.
Now that summer is at its end, and of course, we don't want to talk about that. However, integrating more into our year, we also did drum roll.
I don't have a drum roll.
And we
I just got applause.
Yeah. Our model summit. So for 2026, we wanted to do something different when it comes to the Boston Fashion Awards. And yes, this was pre-selected models. Why? Because our designers needed the best, and there was a criteria that we needed to meet. So, of course, we would want to do an open casting call, but we had limitations, and we have to respect those limitations. So, with the
You want to roll the video?
with the Model Summit, there is a video, and let's see what was going on that day.
Okay.
Hey, this is Cassiana Garcia, and we are here at the Model Summit 2026, where all the finest models are getting together, preparing themselves for the Boston Fashion Awards. Let's see what's going on.
The 2026 Model Summit was created to educate, connect, and elevate local Boston area models that are participating in this year's Boston Fashion Awards. This year's awards show will be celebrating its 15th anniversary on Monday, October 12th at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Boston in their Grand Ballroom. At the Model Summit, attendees were able to take free professional headshots, learned how to prepare for a major runway event, and had fun posing for our photo booth. The best part was meeting and connecting with fellow models.
Hey, we're at the Model Summit. I'm here with...
Jack Dawson.
And Jack, how long have you been modeling?
This is my 3rd year.
So what are you looking forward towards today's event?
Really just the chance to getting to collaborate and meet so many amazing artists and designers, and seeing all the beautiful faces in the crowd, and really just kind of feed off the good energy in the room.
We can't wait to see you live walking down the runway and showing us what you got.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we are honored. Wow, what a fabulous night that was. I hope you guys enjoyed the event, and we hope to see you at the next Model Summit 2027 next year.
So when it came to the Model Summit, we also had models, we had content creators, we had hosting privileges, and a new addition to our crew. So, Cassie, how was that?
I was not expecting for me to be showcased like that, but it was very exciting. I'm very, very excited to be a part of the team. I always wanted to dab into hosting and other, areas in the entertainment industry, and I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you for having me.
For sure. Liya, you were definitely a facilitator, and I love that for you because you've been in this game for so long, and I value people's knowledge, wisdom, especially when it comes to uplifting or even giving people opportunities. So when it comes to the Model Summit, we're actually going to be reaching out to more industry leaders that have knowledge, that have wisdom, want to give information, want to share that information, and just help out models or creators that are in the industry. Liya, as far as being part of the team and your first time being part of the Model Summit, how was that for you, for speaking in front of a crowd like that? Or at least, what is your takeaway from being part of the Model Summit, and what did you speak about when it came to the models?
Yes. Well, in terms of teaching modeling or workshops or etiquette or any of that stuff, that's something that I'm used to doing. But for us, I wanted to focus on, because we're already pre-selected and we're not really talking about did you get casted or not. It was really like getting to know the models, their vision for themselves, their passions, why they do what they do, and like what's so hard about it. Like, should we create a community where we talk a little bit more about our struggles, and how do we create safe spaces where we can share? And I feel like when I started talking with everybody, I didn't start by introducing myself. I just asked them what was their plans, what's been hard, what's been easy, what's their dream goal in the modeling industry. So it was really nice to hear about what they need from us versus us telling them what they need. It's also important to listen to models and say, hey, what are some of your needs or something that's missing for you that you wish you had? That way, when we're building curriculums or teaching models, we know how to approach them versus just talking at them all the time. So I feel like I learned a lot from them. They taught me a lot about how we need more time to talk with each other, be more vulnerable about what we're experiencing, and really just share, because we were having similar struggles but nowhere to really talk about it with. And maybe we can work together to create solutions together, slowly but surely. We can do it as long as we're doing it together.
And I think the perfect word that you said was find out solutions. When it comes to being a seasoned model or someone like yourself that model, but also entertainer, and also yourself, Liya, you're also a model. You're also, curating, you are producing. So there's not only one space for you to be in.
Right.
And when you're experimenting, right, Cassie?
Yes.
You have to understand what you want to have, that one niche, but then it's like, it doesn't feel right. As far as you being part of the hosting and getting into that, I love to just see people expressing themselves, especially when it comes to creative outlets. How was it like to be part of the crew, interviewing and seeing it all put together?
It wasn't that difficult, because being in the runway for about 2.5 years, I had gathered and built relationships with the models that were a part of the summit.
Love that.
So I wasn't that nervous. I had fun, actually. I feel like my personality kind of can get used to this and can handle such a thing. And hopefully I can make people happy and just, take it easy on me, because this is kind of the first time doing
She
this.
did pretty good her first time out.
Yeah, and I was going to say, back up a little bit more, because you were part of the summit as well. So let's back up a little bit and tell us like your experience as being part of the summit, and also just a little bit about you and why you are modeling, why you care about the space to begin with, entertainment, or however you want that future to look. So tell us just a little more about you.
You said struggles, so that's definitely plays in part.
So during the event, all of the models got to express their concerns and why they're here and what motivates them. And there was one particular model that was going through a rough time, but because she spoke out, it allowed all the other models to speak out freely too. She was like the gate opener for our emotions, and that was really important, because we don't have to walk alone in this journey. We can be in a team, and when we're in a team, I saw this post on Instagram the other day. When you're in a team, you can go much further. Yeah, sure.
Than
you
going
can be
by yourself.
Right. I mean, I believe at first you can be by yourself, but you don't have to. But I believe the isolation is okay, because you get to find yourself.
Well, isolation is identity.
Yes.
Because then you're actually understanding who's around you.
Exactly.
But when you have a community and you're in unity, who's around you to uplift you and bring you to what you love? Because I feel like truly
you got to balance both.
That part, it's okay to have different types of friends and what they take out of you. But if you have a goal and if they really love you, they're not going to keep you from that goal.
Exactly.
Right?
They're going to encourage you. They're going to aid you. They're going to help you. and you to do the same too.
And, you know, as far as all three of us understanding what it means to be a model, I love that we're talking about how it came to struggles and the non-fantasies of this atmosphere. That's why we kind of made the Model Summit, to actually highlight the background of the Boston Fashion Awards.
Yes,
and
that was one of the most important parts of the summit too. So.
15 years of knowledge, like an evolution of people that have grown, manifested a bunch of real life obstacles that we may not know.
Mm-hmm.
However, as three of us being here, whether we like it or not, we can't reinvent the wheel. Like, there's these struggles and these obstacles were here before us.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as when it comes to the Boston Fashion Awards and fashion in general, we want to highlight what's most important. So the background, what it meant for 15 years for designers that made a phenomenal career.
Yep.
Models that made a phenomenal career, retailers, anyone that was part of the industry as far as that. Then also backstage etiquette. What does that mean when you're part of a production? That's real, right? You can be a first-time person, which I've had worked with, and we've had first-time models that never walked for Boston Fashion Awards or walked at all.
Yeah.
And they were like, I don't know what to do. And yes, that's scary because they're like, I didn't practice for this. I wasn't taught how to do this. But the atmosphere gave them so much courage.
Yes, and we definitely are working closely with them. I've done one of my first shows that I've done. There was no guidance, nobody doing any type of support the way that we have it. So
yeah,
it's also important to know that where we are now is not even how this industry looked before. So it's growing. Everyone is learning, and we're trying to make it better and easier for everyone. So I'm really proud of how the industry is going, and Boston Fashion Awards is helping. So for the people that are new to us, we love when new people come. If you're talented enough, we will hold your hand and help you understand the etiquette, the language, the professionalism. Like, that's part of our work that we love to do to support our new models, designers, or anybody else.
Period. And as far as Cassie, you've been part of the Boston Fashion Awards 2 years ago, and for this year, you're going to be the red carpet host. How was the Boston Fashion Awards 2 years ago?
I thought it was amazing. It was one of my first fashion shows. I was very honored to have that as the building block of my modeling journey. I was walking with the designer Damos. She's a Cape Verdean designer.
So you were at Omni?
Yes.
No, she wasn't at Omni.
I was at the
Courtyard.
hotel.
Courtyard. Oh yeah.
But we had Damos.
Twice. Yeah.
Yes, and I was wearing this beautiful silky.
I wish we had the photo, but
I wish I can pull it up, but it's going to take a long time. But I had the pleasure of walking for her several times. That was one of my first times, and I was very lucky to have walked for her. The event was absolutely gorgeous. I thought it was amazing. There was a lot of people there. There was a bar right before you enter the runway. There was like celebrity-looking individuals walking into the hotel.
They were dressed in their best.
Yes. Yeah. I've never, honestly, I think it was the best dressed event I've been to be honest with you. The makeup artist was fantastic. One of the first times I've had my makeup done was by, I believe her name is Janae. I'm not too sure, but she was a pageant. She encouraged me to
Oh my gosh, Janae.
Yes.
Wow. You're actually bringing me very nostalgic because Janae, she did come on as a makeup artist, and then later on I figured out she was actually a pageant fitness model.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to hit her up. I hope you're watching.
Yeah, I hope you're watching too.
Go on the runway, girl.
We love you. Yes, go, right?
I love that.
Yeah, she was amazing. She encouraged me, and she did a fabulous job with the makeup. Hairstylist as well. I had a good time, let me tell you.
Hey, I love that you just mentioned all the great things, but let's be transparent a little bit. What was one thing that we can do this year that we didn't do 2 years ago?
Maybe backstage model lineup. It was a little chaotic. I think because there was like a little bit of like new models, they didn't know what to do. I mean, it was a huge.
It was like
event.
a small room.
It was a huge event.
Small.
Yes.
Yeah, I give that.
But other than that, I mean, nobody from the outside can see what's going on in the backstage, which the
It's always the
concealment
goal.
is always
That's always the
impressive.
You
Yeah,
know, social media and the backs and people not understanding the backstage, it's all smoke and mirrors. So it's great to know that nobody knows what's going on backstage, and great that you don't know, but it's
Right.
it's psycho back there. Like if
Kinda
you go back,
crazy,
That's-
yeah.
normal, like across the board, like for most shows, it's gonna be a
Right.
little. That's the fun part. I'm not gonna lie, that's my favorite part. So that's why I love doing
The
it.
adrenaline.
The chaos, the craziness. Like as long as nobody's hurt or
That
you know
part.
nothing disrespectful is happening. That is
Right.
what we do this for. It's fun. Like it's like it's like exercising. Like something about it is so exciting, and I think that we love that part. So let's not act like we want it to be all calm and quiet. And,
nah, I don't.
no, we kind of like it a little crazy.
like a
I
roller
thrive
coaster.
in chaos. Like, I don't know
Exactly.
what it is about chaos, but I thrive.
It
in
is ordered chaos, though. We
It is.
are organized pre-show. There's a lot of work, late nights, early mornings. There's a lot of work that's done. But in the moment, it is true that it gets a little crazy. But that is one of the fun things about this part of the job.
Yes. So for one of the things that we implemented for the model summit is just giving a lot of information on what it would look like you being a model in the backstage and what you can do to take care of yourself. Not necessarily just taking care of others, taking care of the diners, but for yourself, your belongings. If you lose something, when if you do see someone that they need help, take care of yourself first and then help that other person.
Yeah, making sure you drink your water, making sure you ate, making sure you're eating. We usually have food and drinks available, so making sure you're up to that. Modeling, people don't realize, takes a lot of stamina. It's a lot of physical work. You're standing on your heels all day. You're going back and forth all day. We have long days, 8 a.m. to like 11 p.m. sometimes. So these are things people don't consider. Sometimes it's so fun you don't check back in with your body. And you have to check back in with your body. You need a moment to pause and eat and drink and just gather yourself. And you just need to communicate with the production so we know you're not just missing. You need a moment to take care of something and be up to par by the time it's showtime. There's a lot of stamina, a lot of physical like work that goes into it outside of the pictures and the fun part. People, you can crash out, you can faint, and you want to make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah. And as far as when people, so every year we do our best to improve. There's mistakes and trials and tribulations that I take in account and make sure we don't do the same thing as last year or the same mistake. And nothing is ever perfect. So if the same mistake did happen, is because we needed someone to take care of it. And most of the time it's me. I need to take care of it. Then again, I have my team. So when it comes to a team and helping out with these little details that I'm not able to take care of, it's always good to have people that want to help. So as far as Liya assisting and just making sure that when she's in line, people understand and respect that. As far as other people that are in line and respecting the space as well. And for models, you know, we understand when you do crash out or...
Crash out, but you don't do crash out.
No, but it has happened.
I don't know about
Crash
you, but
out,
I do.
I was like,
I've seen it happen.
I
Wait,
need more
crash
team
out as in
members like
what?
yours. I need more team
Wait, what do you mean
members
by
like yours.
crash out?
I
Like,
do. I really do.
Like who's?
My team is kind of
Crashing out?
Crashing out. Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
You don't. Okay.
Well, he's being
I was
he's
talking
being
about that
transparent.
offline.
No, I know.
Well,
I understand.
SwimBoston was a little tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
SwimBoston
So
was a little tough for me.
it was-
That is crazy.
But that's the reason, like, why it's very important to understand that when you are creating your own event, you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. So one of the things that I want to implement for next year is understanding as not only for a model, but a creator. And if you want to do something like this, it's all glitz and glams because you got the title. But in all transparency, there's a lot of work that comes in this, like late nights, early mornings. You may cuss somebody out. You may put somebody in their place. There's something that's not going to go right on how you would like it. And you got to trust the process. You know, you may want to do all of these things at once, especially as a model. Like, you did 3 modeling shows. Great. There's been models that have been doing this for 11 years and they still haven't got paid. So you got to really take a step back, zoom out, understand what you're trying to do. What do you want? Because I give it to you if you want to do everything. But we don't want you to crash out, yo. We really wouldn't want that for you. So Model Summit, and there's a lot of other shows that, you know, are perfecting their backstage and making sure that they're taking care of models and stuff like that. But as far as the Boston Fashion Awards, this is gonna
I was
be.
gonna say, let's zoom back in to the Boston
Let's
Fashion
zoom
Awards.
back
'Cause
in.
it's exciting news we got going on.
We sure do.
Let's find out a little bit more about it now that we can speak about it. We're like weeks away, guys. I thought this was far away, but we're like 7 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
Less away.
Yeah, I never heard of it. Tell me about it.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it. Since we did a whole summit and presentation about it, Marlena, pop quiz.
Pop quiz.
What was the exact time and date the Boston Fashion Awards got started?
The Boston Fashion Awards was started. Well, it was the domain was in 2011.
2006.
That was
2006. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got the man and the legend himself, the creator.
Where?
Hello.
I want to meet him.
Yeah, can you get closer to me so you can be on the...
No, it's okay.
You know the Wizard of
But I feel
Oz?
like this is important.
You know how like the
It's
curtain.
important.
This is very important. So
I got a second boss now.
we
Great.
are. This is important. We are presenting. Let's get you closer because we need to talk about this. So
All right.
we have the man, the legend, the creator, the curator, and everything. The director of Boston Fashion Awards. And I think it's important now that we're talking about the 15-year anniversary that we hear it from him. I think it's important that you speak about your baby
Baby.
and your legacy.
Okay. I didn't know I was a
both.
dad yet. Okay,
Yes,
good.
you are.
Thank you. Well, I was watching, I think it was it the MTV Music Awards? Movie Awards. And they were on the red carpet and they were talking about the fashions and stuff like that. I said, wait a minute. No one's ever really done a fashion awards that I know of. So I kind of looked it up. And there was the in New York, the CFNA. I think they do fashion somewhat like the fashion awards, but not locally. And LA was doing it at the time, but I think they kind of let it go and then brought it back again. But I said, okay, let's do something in Boston because I had been a fashion photographer for quite a while. I've done a lot of covers, print covers, not digital. I've done digital too, but a lot of print covers, almost 440 now. We got some new ones coming out too next week.
Alberto said more like a granddad.
They're exactly right. Birthed in vitro. But I was like, okay, so I registered the name and I just said, let's do Boston Fashion Awards. And I registered New York Fashion Awards and Miami Fashion Awards all at the same time because all those three cities on the East Coast I love. And so I said, yeah, okay, I'll do something with that. 6 years later is when I actually did something about it. But it took a little while for me to get there. Not only that, we weren't quite gelled as a community at that point. And I wanted to make sure that the timing was right. So in 2011, my partner and I at the time, my assistant, said, let's do it. Let's get it all organized and get it ready. So we did. We started in 2011. And in the spring of 2012 is when we did it, the first one. And we did it at Bijou nightclub in Boston. At that time, we figured, it's just a nightclub. People, kind of, saunter in and things like that. Place was packed. We were refusing people at the door. So then I knew we had a pretty big hit here. This is amazing. So once that year was done, we started planning for 2013. We were going to do it the same time of year in the mid-spring. And we see you. There he is. She get her hand in there. And we said, okay, we'll do it at the same time. Again, we booked the John Hancock Hall, the Dorothy Quincy Suite. Great place to have a fashion show. And so we're very excited about that. And then the Boston Marathon bombing happened. So that changed a lot of people's attitudes that week, that month, actually. A lot of stores that were designers on Newbury Street were closed down. Everything in Boston was shut down because of what happened. And so we couldn't do it on the date we wanted. So we had to regroup and we had to end up going to Royale because the date that we wanted later on wasn't available at John Hancock. So we went to Royale. And at that point in time, people were not really in the best of moods. It was almost summer at that point versus a month earlier when we would have had it. So it kind of got a little bit off keel that night. Still looked great. Don't get me wrong. People still showed up, had a good time, but the vibe wasn't the same as the first year. So it wasn't the best financially either. We lost a lot of money that year because of what happened. We had to go to a bit more expensive, much more expensive venue. So the following year, we decided to put it in the fall, which is really the fashion season in this area, New York, fall season. So we decided to go in the fall, late into the fall, and we went back to Bijou. We basically did a turnaround, went back to the beginning and started all over again. So 12 years later, in 2026, 15 years, and we've grown and grown and grown. And I always tell people, even during the pandemic year, 2020, when everything was going haywire, we still managed to do the Fashion Awards virtually in our television studio. Everybody showed up. We had a great time, and we pulled it off. And it was just like being at the award show, except no crowd. And it was a pretty amazing feat when you have designers, models, hairstylists, and you're doing this in the middle of a pandemic. So, but we pulled it off, and I was pretty proud of that we were able to keep it going year after year. So there have been no breaks at all for 15 years. Okay? So there you go.
Impressive.
15 years of hard work, dedication, wanting
Blood,
to
sweat, tears, no
Yeah,
sleep.
Absolutely.
no sleep, sweat and tears, blood sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And
no, go ahead.
yeah, no.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, you first.
Come in here, girl.
No, I was just gonna say, like,
Be friendly.
what are you just so excited about? Like, do you feel like most proud about now that we're getting to the?
Well, I'm
15th
actually
year?
proud of the fact that people collaborate and get together at our events. All right, that's what it's really all
Period.
about. It's a networking event more than anything else. Okay, yes, people are going to be honored for what they've done. That's great. Don't get me wrong. But what happens when people come out of that room? They've created more magic for the future. And so, hey, have you met so-and-so? No, I only know you from Facebook or Instagram or, Twitter, well, X. But now they're meeting each other for the first time in person at a place where they can feel like a professional. Number one, we have plenty of stuff going on. There's never any dull moment too for us. We go straight through with small intermission, but even then we have something going on for everybody. We don't want to stop. We want to keep the energy going throughout the whole entire evening. And these ladies are doing some magic backstage too, by the way.
And I want to say something because I feel like this is a rare opportunity to get the man himself talking about himself. So I want to say, Mike, I want to know, like, what kind of dedication and discipline does it take to become somebody like you, who's a director of many things? You have a lot of things under your belt. Your skill set is immense. And, like, what kind of dedication and discipline does it take? Or what advice would you give to the young people that you see that are trying
It's hard
to get
work.
into space?
It's really simple. It's hard work, time, perseverance, and patience. That's the only recipe that does work in situations like this. Because if you're going to go in there thinking this is going to be glorious, a little bit maybe, but no, it's more of a
Sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice. It's absolutely a sacrifice. Thank you, Marlena. It's a perfect word, sacrifice.
Yeah, 'cause
Why is it
you
worth it?
remind me of that word all the time.
It
For
is a
the human
sacrifice.
good.
Why is it worth it? Like, why, I guess?
Why is it hard work?
No. Why do you sacrifice so much for this space?
That's a good question. I haven't answered that one yet.
Love that.
I'm giving back to the people that have helped me in the past, to the city that I really love, most of the time. Boston has
Not the
its ups and-
traffic.
Boston, yeah, no, we don't like the traffic. I don't like Januaries and Februaries either. And my birthday's in February, so I have a right to complain. But other than that, I really do love Boston. This time of year really shines. October, the beautiful months here, the harvest.
No.
and everything else.
I'm so sorry to say.
I know, but I'm saying giving back to the city.
I just want to get to the nitty gritty.
The nitty-gritty.
I want to get to the soul of you. Do sacrifice a lot,
Yeah, I do.
and I just want to know for real, like, why? It's a lot.
I just like giving. That's pretty much it.
He is.
Really, that's pretty much
Yeah.
the bottom line. I enjoy seeing others flourish. My father was a professor, a teacher, and I'm not a professor, but I've taught a lot of people. They've learned over the years, and that's great. So that's sort of like my legacy at this point. And I'll be handing it off to somebody who's probably very competent and will take it on from there at some point. Not ready yet because I'm still having fun. And I still think of it as having fun too. I'll be bitching and moaning the day of, but afterwards, when everything's done, I was like, oh, wow, look at what we did. This is pretty cool. I love it.
And one thing about Michael's mentorship and leadership is that he continues to remind me to go at it. Do not give up.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I honor and, take like before our time is up on this earth, I will always remember.
I thought you were talking about the broadcast. I was like,
Me
okay.
too.
No, before our time is up on this earth, I just want to continue your legacy, Michael. Your legacy has been something that has inspired me continuously as an inspiring model, someone that wants to move up the chain and do it the right way. Continue to be a leader that has integrity. whether that's teaching somebody, whether that's having patience with somebody, whether they're messing up, whether they don't understand, and just breaking it down to them in terms that they can digest and get. And then also being the fiery human being that you are, not taking BS. And I love that about you, because you continue to remind me to hold my power and to stand my ground. And, you know, a lot more people should get to know you for you behind the curtain and not see you as who is this person that is conducting the Boston Fashion Awards.
Yeah, who is that person that keeps looking the same every single day when they're out there?
Alberto says you don't sleep, and he's like, I have a tear in my eye.
Yay! Okay,
That's cute.
I was excited.
By the way, your
about
daughter's
that.
doing great. I can sit here over here and I can be Alberto for the day.
Oh, he's like, oh, it was something in my eye, LOL.
He's hilarious.
Got you.
But thank you guys for sharing. I'm so glad we had that little moment.
Thank you. And we're coming up to the end of the broadcast. Cassie, great job the first time around.
Thank you so much, Cassie.
She's going to be on the red carpet for the Fashion Awards.
Tell us, when is the fashion? Can we get more details?
October 12th, Monday, Columbus Day, Indigenous Day, Monday, whatever you want to call it. But we're
at the Hyatt Regency.
We're really excited about going to the Hyatt Regency Grand Ballroom. Okay, it's a beautiful venue. We've been going up the ladder over all these years, and that is going to be really fantastic for us. They get some great rooms there. The way it's designed is perfect for our event.
Yes,
absolutely perfect.
And
got a lot more VIP seats this year.
Exactly. And one of the things that I love about this year is that we're integrating. Like, I keep saying integrating, but we're having people that's been part of the industry but loyal to the network, performer, events, and media, to loyalty to us and what we're doing, and bringing them back into the scene. So as far as the end of this year and opening up to 2027, we're going to be contacting a lot of industry leaders and seeing what you would like to do as far as the Model Summit. How would you like to be involved in the Boston Fashion Awards? Or, hey, if you would like coverage at your event, or, you know, content creation, we want, or, you know, give one of these ladies a job, a gig. Liya is great at creative directing, and Cassie, she's on her way being an entertainer, also maybe broadcast hosting. She will be doing red carpet hosting. So we want to continue to utilize all our models. So even if you're a model, just so you know, there's much more out there for you. And to maximize your opportunities, continue to, you know, push the envelope and be open-minded, whether that's helping out, volunteering, or being curious. And
maximizing every room you're in. Like we said, network everywhere you go. You know, make sure you let the
and don't be a hater. Don't be a hater, yo.
Yeah, and don't be a hater.
Like,
that's our sign off. Don't be a hater.
We don't like that. But thank you so much. That was Fashion Hour TV for all of you. Stay tuned for much more.
And get your tickets.
Get your tickets. Don't want to miss it.
It's on Eventbrite already. And if you haven't got it yet, I don't know what you're missing, because if you're not there, you're really square.